God is the Big
God
Bang.
is the Big Bang, bang, bang,
Western
bang.
logic
He
versus
spoke everything
Eastern
into
logic.
existence. The Gospels are historically reliable. That's how history is written down, right? That's how you know about Abraham Lincoln and George Washington, right? It's written down. Western logic versus Eastern logic. Now, if you've never left the country, then you probably don't know. The rest of the world considers, America, where we're from, or where I'm from, the West. And that's obvious because the beginning of time obviously starts in Asia and it ends in Asia, in the Pacific Ocean. So that's why it says Western logic versus Eastern logic. As a Christian apologist, author, and native of India, Ravi Zacharias travels the world giving evidence for the Christian faith. He has an incisive intellect and engaging personality, which makes him favorite on college and university campuses. Following a recent presentation on American campus regarding the uniqueness of Christ, Ravi was assaulted by one of the university's professor for not understanding Eastern logic. During the Q&A period, the professor charged Dr. Zacharias, "Your presentation about Christ claiming and proven to be the only way to salvation is wrong for people in India because you're using either or logic. In the East, we don't use either or logic. That's Western. In the East, we use both in logic, so salvation is not either through Christ or nothing else, but both through Christ in another way." Wow, that's not good logic over there in the East. Ravi found this very ironic because, after all, he grew up in India, and yet here was a Western-born American professor telling Ravi that he didn't understand how things really worked in India. This was so intriguing that Ravi accepted the professor's invitation to launch in order to discuss it further. One of the professor's colleagues joined them for lunch, and as he and Ravi ate, the professor used every napkin and placemat on the table to make his point about the two types of logic, on the Western and on the Eastern. The professor is saying is that over there in India, you don't need Christ to go to heaven. You can believe what you want. So he's trying to be a pluralist, saying there's other ways to go to heaven. There are two types of logic. The professor kept insisting, "No, you don't mean that." Ravi kept replying, "I absolutely do," maintained the professor. This went on for better than 30 minutes, the professor lecturing, writing, and diagramming, and he became engrossed in making his points, and that he forgot to even eat his meal, and which was slowly congelating in his plate.